And
Yeah.
yes, we can start. How are you doing? How is your life in Moldova?
How I am doing? Stay home now. For start, little. Sorry for my English. Yeah. From start,
It's
from
okay,
start,
no
I want
worries.
to speak about yes. I think please help me if I will don't know now any words and speak in Russian. Maybe you can translate, please.
Okay, no worries. I will.
Yeah, I'm fine. Stay home. A little bit walk every day. We have near a forest, yeah, and I go a little bit every day to walk there
Hmm.
and work
Okay,
at home. And you?
nice.
How
We are
how in Latvia?
now we are on the lake.
Mm.
Yes, and we enjoying the nature in Latvia because now things are going great, so we can enjoy a little bit sun. And okay, we can start, I guess. And the first question for you, it's tell about yourself. Who are you? Can you tell for our followers?
Okay. My name is Petru. Petru Raiku. I am 27 years old. Um, Now I am a student in Academy of Art, Moldovan Academy of Art. I am the last year. Now in 25 June, I end with a degree, как, теза, да, is degree,
Yeah.
yeah. And parallel, I work in the theater, in the National Theater Eugen Ionescu, manager of marketing. And parallel, I work in the music industry. I compose the vocal lines and the lyrics. Uh, and I have any projects who develop the poets from Moldova. We make events for start now. This project make events for develop teenage poets from Moldova,
Oh, nice.
and after we want to make maybe a little more. I want very much to develop this project in one, for example, school of creative writing in Moldova. Who anybody who want to write lyrics, poetry, or copywriting, maybe to 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 come in this school and develop their skills with professional professors. And this is a skill, but now
Mm-hmm.
we are on the start. Yeah, we only make events to develop our name, Poetry Hub Moldova.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, nice. And
this is my jobs here.
nice. And now I want to ask you about uh, pandemic because we're asking all
About
our
uh-huh.
guests about this. So, and
Yes.
I read a little bit about your country. It's Moldova. That at
Uh-huh.
17th of March, the parliament declared a state of emergency for the entire territory of the Moldova for a period of 60 days. Yes, and what is
Yeah,
now? Can you? It's like 3 months already passed. So
yeah,
now it's
yeah.
quite a long time, and I want to ask you about each of month. Like, can you highlight something from there?
Oh, okay. Mm, my answer will be much from my opinion, I think, because I don't answer for all people. But
Yes, of course.
yes, but given maybe any things about all situation. Um, for example, in March, when the pandemic started, I think is the March was the most stressant, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stressful.
yes, stressful situation because all people what is coronavirus, how to how to live with this, how to what
There
is
was a
this in
panic,
general.
yeah.
Yeah, little panic, and I think and I started to maybe not panic but to be accurate, yeah, accurately.
To be
Быть более аккуратным.
ah,
Э,
okay, yes, to be more
э,
like yes.
yeah. Uh, uh, and in the March, we had from the start of March, we had two or three first cases of coronavirus. All cases from the people who, for the Moldavian who come home from the European Union. For example, Italy. I think yes, the first person come from Italy, and the first case. And yes, on 17 March start the quarantine. All people start to stay home. In the end of March, we start to the red code, yeah, of
Mm-hmm.
quarantine. We can exit anywhere only to 10 o'clock p.m.
Wow.
Uh, it's a commandant hour. I don't know how in English.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is in English.
Yeah, I
And yeah,
understand. The
uh,
lockdown.
yes, only to market and go home after because to walk
And all
to
cafes was like
all parks,
was
all
closed.
parks, yes, all
Sorry.
parks, all yeah is closed, and in April was this situation similar. The people rise who infected, um, and now uh, in the end of April, the government start to reopen little bit any type of businesses. So, people start to go to walk. The all parks start to be open now. For example,
Now
without
you
a
can
mall.
free go out, yes? And you don't
Hmm?
need any
Yes, we can
papers to
go
go out
out.
or
Yes. Now I was because I go to forest, and to go to forest you need to walk to one road where is a alea.
mm-hmm. Okay, there is a
Uh,
lot of trees, yes, like the for
yeah,
people
yes,
walking
and
park.
is very much people with their childs. Nobody with mask is there.
Ah, okay.
Is not very seriously, but
But did you
we
have a law about the mask or no?
no.
Is it
Yes, I
obligatory?
had a mask. Yes, is obligatory in the markets, in the closed
Ah, okay.
spaces. Outside, I think is maybe is legal to without, but is very much people, and I think is normal to put the mask, but many people
Mm-hmm.
uh, don't see maybe seriously about this virus. Yes, it's dangerous because we are now a country who don't go down to people who infected. Now
Mm-hmm.
we rise, and it's
Okay.
very dangerous. For example, today we have 188 people new cases.
Oh,
Yes, and but people go freedom, and I think we can be a country who exit from this pandemic less less
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because
yeah,
people
yeah.
not very seriously.
But but yes, that's really a lot because in Latvia, for example, I didn't check now, but it's like one or two people who are infected now. So yes, but I hope you will make it. You will make it. And now I read some questions that wrote us our watchers. So the first one was from
Do,
Karina. Hello, Karina. Do you
uh-huh.
have still emergency
Hello.
situation?
About emergency situation now?
Do you have still, or it's like you open more? No, that you said that there now people can
Me?
go
No, no.
out.
Yes. I go out, for example, to walk, but I walk only I walk.
Ah, okay,
No with friends. How?
okay.
Yes, with myself. I put the
So,
earphones in the ear
and
and
need you
go with
need you
my.
keep the distance of 2 meters still?
Yes, I can because I live with my parents, and my parents have more than 63 volts, years old, and for me it's a risk to.
But in total in Moldova, is it
Uh,
allowed to do this? Like they need to keep still 2 meters?
no,
Like totally in
I think
Moldova?
no is in Moldova. I think people don't see the seriously this problem.
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
we have more, very much. I don't know how in your countries, but we have much information because in the last month I don't see the news about coronavirus because my brain is go out. We have a lot of information about these vaccines because COVID is not real
Wow. So a lot of
virus.
fake news.
Is a fake. A lot of fake news about the microchips. About I think you
Oh my
know,
God.
and yes, I have a few friends. When we start, we talk on the telephone, and they started talk about me about these microchips, and I told him if you told me one time more about this, I disconnect you because I don't want to hear this negative information. I have my problems, and
Yes.
I don't need more, and
And the next
especially this
question
fake
was
news. Uh,
also from Alexandra. What about the planes? That they works? Can you now fly from Moldova? Is it allowed to take plane?
if we can plane now, yeah.
Do you have a planes like
Do you
the yes the
uh,
air plane?
now in this
Yes, yes.
pandemic?
Is
If
it
I have
allowed
a
to go
plane?
out? No, no, no. Is it good? Is it allowed to go
No, no.
out
To
of
go
Moldova by
out,
plane?
no. To go out,
Ah,
no.
no.
To come from any countries, from England, from Germany, from exist charters. Uh, in the start of pandemic was a big problems because many Moldovans go on the cars on the bus to go
Mm-hmm.
in Moldova, and the countries, for example, Poland, don't want to give them opportunity to enter in their country because they come, for example, from epidemic zone, and they stay one week on the на границе,
Border.
on the border. Yes, after our government give a charter for them and they come home, and many
Mm-hmm.
people of them with coronavirus, many people from Moldova start in internet to follow the videos with stay
Ah, okay.
in Italy, stay in Germany, don't come home because you are a
Oh my God, for
potential.
real. They said like don't leave your country, don't come back home.
Yeah, no, I understand these people because many people, for example, from Italy, don't have money to stay there because they don't have work now. They don't have to pay these places where they stay, and they want to go home. I understand, but in parallel, they are potential um, risk
Yes,
to
yes.
get coronavirus, and this is a problem who need a big diplomacy to to make all things right, to don't give more problem, and for these people and for our people who stay in Moldova.
How do you think, Karina is asking, what is the problem of so many cases in Moldova? It's because of people or government restrictions are not working?
I think is a buff because for example, I don't like politics, but political life, but in this time, our president как доказал,
Approved.
approved us that he he's very bad president.
Okay, so you don't feel
Yes,
that that he is helping you or
but
something like
but
this.
but I think and politics don't make the rights and strict rules for stop to this. But in
Ah, really?
parallel,
So,
but in parallel, no, they do the rules. It's okay, but they can do more than than they does how in the past do. Uh, but the people, it's too a problem because
mm-hmm,
we know that the problem of this virus is not contaminate with this virus. The problem is extremely fastly very fast to contaminate more people, and after the infrastructure, medicinal infrastructure, don't can help all people because it's very
mm-hmm,
much people. For example, in Moldova, we our top with people who can stay in hospital 1,000 is 4,000, and now we have we have 4,000, and each who stay we are in the critical moment, and only doctors and is react very good
mm-hmm.
about this
Yeah.
virus. Many business, many coffee shops gives um, free coffee for doctors.
Oh,
Gives
really?
many
That's
things.
so
Yeah,
polite.
yeah. Taxi. Many firms of taxi go free doctors at work to home. It's start many companies to help the doctors who are in the first line of this pandemic. And yes, exist good people who had a business and they help
Mm-hmm.
this part of
Yeah,
people, the
yeah, that's
doctors.
nice.
Yes.
I understand. So,
Uh,
and the next question also was from Karina. How you see what can be done to solve it?
how you see?
How you see what can be done to solve it? About solve it, I think that there is so many cases and you cannot like be the government, but what can you do to solve it? How you think? What can be
Э,
done?
Типа, по моему мнению, как можно спасти эту ситуацию или что ты имеешь в
Да,
виду?
да, 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 да.
Ага, окей, sorry.
It's okay, no
Uh,
worries.
I think the the most responsibility in us, the people who live, no government, no doctors, but we. When we stay home, when we get a distance, when we get all pandemic rules, I think we can solve this
So you think that
situation because
you need to work harder in these rules, like to be more strict for people?
Стой, тогда я не понял вопрос.
Yes, yes, yes. That you need to be more strict, like in the to make new rules for your country.
You are about a work. Uh,
Yes, yes. That okay, okay. Let's just let it. It's okay.
Скажи
It's
на
okay.
русском, если можно, или
It's okay. No
я
worries.
я на
Let's.
английском скажу.
Вопрос был о том, ты хочешь исправить эту ситуацию, и ты хочешь сделать как новые правила вести, чтобы к людям быть более, ну, как сказать, говорить, что типа вот, вы должны соблюдать дистанцию, вы должны... Понял?
А, yes, I do this because I have a
Yeah.
friends.
Мгм.
I have a friends who can yes, I go out for example to smoke on the and I see one my friends and he goes to me and oh hello and I hey stop
Yeah, that's
and
how it needs to
yes
be done.
yeah and people see me about I am a panic man but I think it's the core you need in
But surroundings, so
um,
they are
mhm. Speak.
but the surroundings, so they are reacting like it's not how to say, okay, how your surrounding
Yeah,
react on
exist
pandemic.
people how
Yes, how they react.
exist people who react. Hey, give me a hello.
Okay, okay, so
I,
they don't really believe in the pandemic.
maybe believe, but is uh, understand when you don't have cases around you you think this is far from me, yes, and people don't see this very seriously, yeah. For example, I don't know, you live in the forest and you don't go on the road and you hey I don't go on the zebra
Ah, okay,
because I am afar of roads. It's don't make
it's
logic, I think, for me.
okay, okay. And
But
the next.
these people.
Okay, and let's keep going. And Karina is asking about how the EU support Moldova now. And I see the comments that thank you for Catalina. She wrote it that
Mhm.
EU already donated money, equipments, masks. They are being so supportive. So how you think? Are the EU helping you in this situation, and how they support now?
Uh, I don't. I told about. I don't see many news, but I know about the. We had a situation, a serious situation with money who okay, from start, the Russian Federation and the EU and the European Union gives. I know that they gives help. I think in money they gives. The China gives a lot of things at mask at
Glows?
for hands and gloves.
Yes.
Um, Yes, and but I don't think they help very much because and they have their problems now in their countries. But when our country has a problem with the money from Russia, Russia
Mm-hmm.
can wants to get I don't know how many millions of dollars to Moldova, and but they give rules that Moldova can need to pay it after more than they give, and I know that this situation make problems who нарушает конституцию, короче. Есть, yeah,
uh, who break the rules of government,
yes, of
break the
constitution, not
constitution.
government.
Yeah.
And yes, and these problems go to the constitutional judge in Moldova, and
Mm-hmm.
make very much problems because the people start to know that this money Russian gives to political uh, for the Don to after to they put this money uh, in the politics
Ah, okay.
to following their
Yes.
rules to be one more time the president, and
Okay,
started
okay, I
the
understand.
big problem.
Yes. Okay, so let's finish talk about politics or and we want to ask you from the Karina, not from Karina, from Georgi. He's asking when I can come for a project to Moldova. So I have the same question. When we can come? How you think? Maybe some dates when it will be totally allowed to go in the Moldova and to be fine.
When
When
we
I
can
can come for a project to Moldova. Yes.
for a
To
project to
make,
Moldova.
yes. When
For
it will be allowed.
uh,
How you
yeah, yeah,
think?
yeah.
When everything
Ah,
will be safe to go to Moldova.
I don't know now because this, I really think that Moldova will be one of the last country who
Oh my
exit from
God.
this
But
pandemic.
maybe in the next year, in the
Maybe, yeah, in the next
January,
year,
for example, or in the
maybe.
autumn.
Because, for example, I know that Romania start to plane Moldova to Romania on
Ah,
15
okay.
June now. 15 June, start plane to
Yeah, I understand. So
Moldova to
you
Romania.
can travel to, yes, from
Yeah,
Moldova to
yes,
Romania.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. But I don't know how will be situation because Romanian because we rise now Romanian can hey, you are Moldovan 14 days in quarantine. And here's a problem
Okay.
because I want to go in Bucharest now in July because I have any question to resolve there, and I don't know to go or not because it's really a problem.
Okay. And now we have a question from Karina. And yes, and I also have
Hello,
the
everybody.
same
I'm sorry,
question.
I don't read all people. I'm the first time on the live. I'm retarded in this in this type of.
But it's okay, it's okay. The first experience, learning by doing, we know this. So, okay, and Karina is asking, what inspiring you? So, how you feel in this? Maybe you, how to say, maybe you maybe you feel something during this quarantine time?
Yes, uh, I think this quarantine time make me understanding and me and myself and uh, more things about what I want. For example, I have 1 years and half in to work in the theater. Now I end the university in June, in the end of June, and when I start to be in quarantine, I started to think about what I want to do, and this quarantine helped me to understand that um, uh, uh, I want to, for example, I want to start in the music, and I understand that music is what I want, and
Mm-hmm.
um,
And
and I go
did
to
you
the
made
theater.
already some songs during the
Uh,
quarantines or some music
yeah.
masterpieces?
I do. But two songs, and now I make one songs for one production from Romania. Uh, and yes, I understand that theater is not for me, and uh, uh, talk
You will,
with my director
yes.
in the theater from the theater and talk about in the autumn I go to the theater. I go out of the
Out,
theater.
yes.
Yeah, and I want to start only in the music industry to develop myself and
So you want to
in
become a
quarantine.
musician or more like production?
No, no musician. No, I don't want to sing. I want
Yeah,
only,
just musician to write
yeah,
the
to write only the lyrics and line
yes.
vocals. Yes, for example, production give me a song without
Mm-hmm.
lyrics, and I do the vocal line and lyrics.
Oh, okay.
And I
Nice.
buy the microphone, the audio card, the computer, the MIDI clip, and headphones, professionals. And now
Nice.
I have my mini studio at home.
Cool.
And
Okay, so we will have a last two questions
mhm.
and our session will be almost over. So, and the first question, can you give free tips to our watchers and subscribers how to spend a useful time in quarantine?
Three things. Uh, Three things. Because I have many. In quarantine, I do many. I have a work and theater on online music, but I think the essential, the first is gymnastic uh, of the days because the first month March I don't do anything, and I start to feel that my body is I start to yes, and I start to eat more and do nothing,
Do
and I
sports?
realized, yes, I realized if I don't start to do anything sport, for example, when I wake up, is very terrible because your body start to atrophy it. And
Okay.
yes, first
And
things. The second things I deduct. Yeah, I deduct from what I hear and what I feel in this current time. Eating less, and is a time to start to do uh, program, not program, but for
plan?
example, yes, I start to do a plan for me in how time I eat and what I eat, what I'm
Ah,
eating.
okay. So you need to have a
Because
menu.
yes, yes, because when I am working, I don't have a time to, oh, I think I eat this day. No, I go to eat because I have half hour and I go first on the work. But now I have a time to think about this, to think about myself, about my health, and this is super. Only smoking. Maybe I think about to don't smoke. How to как
Skip
бросить?
smoking. Stop
Yes,
smoking.
how to stop smoking now. And the third things to be positive because this is not a problem. This is an opportunity for us, I think, to reprofile, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
your things, to understanding that you can do more that you can does in the past. I can do more, and I have a time because when I was working, uh, every time I think that I don't have time. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do this, and now it's time to do maybe a mini plan for you to. To be organized, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
To plan your future,
realize,
yes.
yeah, and is sufficient only 2 weeks. Is maybe it's little hard, but after the you adaptate, yeah,
Yes.
your ability of adaptating uh, do you give you much force for do what to do because very much people who, for example, who had a business. I have a friend who had a business, and in the quarantine they spend much money, much their in their industry, the place on the market, and I know one friend who rise because think, oh, okay, it's a problem, but it's not a problem, is a question who I need to find answer. But have one friend who put their hands out and
Down.
okay,
Yes.
yeah, think positive. This is a opportunity, and the people is the human is the uh, uh, we have an opportunity, big opportunity as a human. We are very adaptable as a human, and
Mm-hmm.
we need to know this because this is a big point, and to if you understand that you can be adaptable on any situation, you can rise and up.
Yes, okay. I
This
understand.
is
So, and now we only 2 minutes is left till the end. So, and the last question that I want to ask you, can you make the last wish or some advice or some the quote that you want to send to our subscribers and say
oh,
what
I
some summarizing of our talk.
uh, yeah, the first wish, I want more time in Georgia or in any country with all people who we was in the October. Yes, I really hello to Karina, to Georgia, Jibaya, to all people who are here and who I know you are very, and thank you for this opportunity. Yes, I want to to thank you for this opportunity to know you, uh, and for this project. What we what you give us in the October. And for summary, I wish all people, I think, I wish to be positive, and this situation is really talk us what what we are. Yes, I don't know, Henning. Кто мы есть на самом деле. Вот эта ситуация реально сейчас
Yes.
показывает, кто мы есть на самом деле.
Who we are. Show us who we are.
Yeah, this situation really show us who we are and who we can be if we do anything or don't do anything. And I think we need to do anything, especially what we like, and
Yes, so we
all will
just
be
need to
okay.
do what we are like, what we love, and yes, I totally agree
Yes,
with you.
yes, and believe in love, believe in peace, believe
Just keep
yes in
going,
peace.
yes.
Yes, believe in love and peace, because I think all people know about problems now in the USA. Is a big problem with people who started to. You know about the problems who started in the USA.
Yes, yes, of course, of course. We
Yes,
all know about
yes.
this.
Yes, people do positive. Don't be peaceful. Don't do problems, because we are we are making now a future, and future with problems is not for us.
Yes, nice.
Be friendly.
That's
Be
super
friendly.
cute. I will remember this. Yes, just be friendly. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you everyone who joined us. Thank you to join us today also and to say us your story of
Thank you.
life. How are you doing? It was really nice to see you. And we hope that when we'll open the borders, we will have opportunity to see you face by face.
Thank you,
And
thank you for this project, and thank you for hear my terrible English.
that's okay. It's practice, no worries.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes, just keep calm. It's everything nice. So thank you one more time. And yes, it's time to say goodbye. So not
Goodbye,
goodbye. See
all.
you soon, I guess. And
Thank you
thank
very
you
much.
everyone who joined us.
Yes. Okay. Join the view of lakes, and and make a much food.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye.
Выставите, что